Wild is a nonprofit outreach program that introduces young professionals to fishing, hunting, and conservation through the local foods movement. We're out here with the DNR in Chateau Grand Traverse. We caught some lake trout. We're hoping to catch some salmon and grill up whatever we catch later on at Interlochen State Park. Chateau Grand Traverse made these awesome wines that give back to the DNR.
50% of the proceeds of these wines are actually going to go right back into the great outdoors that we're enjoying today to help protect and maintain Michigan state parks, trails, and waterways.
Welcome everyone, I'm Chef Dan with Gourmet Gone Wild. Today we're going to be cooking some blackened salmon that we got on a wonderful guided fishing trip here in Michigan. We brought a cooler full of ice and a lot of nice heavy bags to keep our fish fresh, clean of air, and really cold. We're camping today, so I like to bring a lot of my things always as much done as I can. I pack a lot into bags. Here we have the vegetables we'll be cooking today. They've already been seasoned. Potatoes have been par cooked, so it'll take just the right amount of time in the pan. I have a nice coleslaw salad that'll be going on these blackened tacos today, but I don't want to add the dressing too early, so we brought that separate and we'll mix it as we go. So we're outside cooking today over our campfire. We have some leftover coals from the last couple of nights' great outdoor fires. We want to just kind of spread these out nice and even, put that pyramid down so you have a nice flat base. We're going to be working with a nice heavy cast iron pan. Cast iron is really great for cooking. It does take a little bit of trick to its technique. I like to compare it to cooking on an electric stove. The heat is always there once it's on. It's really hard to remove your pan from heat. So remember, go low and slow to get nice crispy foods in your cast iron skillets. We're going to move this into the fire now. I like to keep a lid on it just to keep any bits of charcoal or ash coming up. We're going to let this pan come up to temperature. While this is coming to temperature, let's work on our fish. We're going to just use a great blackening spice. Here we have cayenne, oregano, basil, and thyme. Very earthy and upfront flavors. I like to use these dry rubs when I'm outdoors cooking because it's not as messy as a wet marinade and the fish tends to stay better in the pan. So we're going to set this flesh side down right into our dusting and kind of press it down. Let's check the temperature of our pan. Remember, always use a good set of tongs or a well-insulated oven mitt. We'll bring it out. Smells great because it's a nice seasoned pan. And because these pans hold heat so well, you don't need to work directly on top of the fire. For safety, move it off to the side. And here we have a great ledge on our campfire pit. A good 4-second rule is if you can hold your hand about 4 inches above a heat source for 4 seconds, you have about 400 degrees. We're looking for just a touch hotter, and it's right there. We're gonna grab our fish here. It's been laying in our dusting seasoning. Nice and coated. And we're gonna lay it in this pan going away from us. Should hear a little sizzle. Wait for that smoke to start to rise. After a quick sear, we're going to turn this salmon over, skin side down. Great crust on there developing. We're going to add our sides, these wonderful roasted potatoes and some zucchini and squash we picked up from the farmer's market. We're just going to spread these around the outside of this pan, encompassing the fish. You can hear that great sizzle that we get from the cast iron. Spread these out just a bit more. I like to add a lid, again to keep out any ash. Looks like our fish is just about ready, but we do need a little more time on the potatoes and vegetables. So we're going to remove this fish, set it off on a nice cutting board, and let it cool down. This resting period will help allow the tension in the muscle fibers to relax. so none of the juices and the flavors are squeezed out of the fish by cutting into it too early. So let's get this off to our board, and we'll let these keep finishing. Our salmon's cooled just a bit. I have some bright lime butter here with just some salt and pepper on it. Right before we shred this up for the tacos, I like to just put a little on top, help wake stuff up with citrus flavors. This is gonna make some wonderful tacos here. This warm cast iron pan with some of the sriracha butter from those potatoes, perfect place to warm up your flour tortillas for the tacos. These blackened salmon tacos are really simple. Great easy meal to have around the campsite after a long day on the lake. We have great sesame dressing to go on top. Really nice and easy. I hope everyone enjoys.
Is everybody enjoying the wines?
Yeah. Wonderful. Fantastic.
Great. I brought these 3 wines with me today specifically because we made these in partnership with the DNR to celebrate the great outdoors. So cheers to great food, great wine, and the great outdoors.
Cheers.
Hi, I'm Alyssa Buck with the Department of Natural Resources. When you check yes to the Recreation Passport and support our partners, you're helping protect views like these. Come enjoy a mid-week camping trip with your family and friends and make lifelong memories.